Getting set for baseball now on a Thursday night from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. It's the home opener of this new season between the Minnesota Twins and the New York Yankees. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Now at the plate, Danny Santana. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Center fielder, Danny Santana.
Chopped foul wide of first. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, Harold, they begin this series feeling pretty good about the way things have gone as they come in riding a 4-game winning streak.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff. I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix the pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
And that misses, ball 4. So not the start he was looking for tonight as he walks the leadoff hitter on 5 pitches. Here comes the first pitch. Ryan Braun is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Nobody out, runner on first. Takes this the other way to right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. Here's Brian Dozier now. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Here's Miguel Sano. The average just a few ticks shy of 300 for the season. So perhaps a hit or 2 in this one could put him up over the top. Judge is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Into the box, Shepard. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading
first.
off for the Yankees, center fielder.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Right side. And that is through into right field for a single. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning. Here's Brett Gardner now. He carries a batting line in the 280s to begin this one. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Now the 0-2 pitch. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. Too high, ball 3.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
So stepping in, Luis Valbuena. He comes in with 24 homers to his credit so far this year. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Rosario is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Settling in now, Gary Sanchez. First opportunity for him here with the leadoff man still standing at second. 2 gone now. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And he misses with it, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he will make the catch here just in front of the first row, and that will end the inning. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. Now here's the pitch. Tough slider that just catches the corner for a strike. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gardner going back. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. In now, Eddie Rosario. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Here's Byung-ho Park. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Shepard. And that's the first out of the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And this is fouled at the plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. You won't see a guy fooled any more than he was there, as on 3 pitches he becomes out number 2.
Catcher, John Ryan Murphy.
John Ryan Murphy is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. This one's down to third. Oh, look at Balbuena to first. Hey now. So striding in, Jose Bautista. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Jose.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Here's Chris Carter now. He's currently hitting just under .310 on the season. Into the windup and the pitch. Swings through the slider there.
0-1.
And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Here's big Aaron Judge. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Man, it's going to be a long game. The angle that he's throwing that sinker at, nobody's going to touch that.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul.
Well, that was an impressive swing. A fastball, he's able to hit a foul ball home run with it, but he got out in front of it a little bit too much. Timing just a tad off.
And he will get there to make the running play. At the plate, Danny Santana. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. The 2-1 on its way. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Shepard patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. Here's Ryan Braun now. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Ryan Braun.
And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Soft liner towards center, and that'll be a base hit for Braun. Digging in for his second at-bat, Brian Dozier. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Yanked on the ground down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Riding in once again, Miguel Sano. He flew out in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. And he comes back with a pitch that misses here. 1-1 to the Minnesota third baseman.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey into the second deck and gone. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Max Kepler. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
I got the count 0-2.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Oh, he got a 2-strike breaking ball up in the zone. He fouled it off. I don't know. Maybe that was a ball he could have handled a little bit better.
Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. At the plate, Danny Espinosa. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Danny Espinosa.
Into the windup and the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Park is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. Ronald Torre is the next to bat.
The shortstop, Ronald Torre.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball that just misses inside. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
And this is taken for the out.
The batter,
digging in to try it again.
13.
Shepard. He singled his last time up. Gibson gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Dozier has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eddie Rosario. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Eddie Rosario.
Grounded back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started.
Up next for the Twins.
Into the box now. Byung-ho Park comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Reached for and popped into the air back behind second. Espinosa will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. Ready for another chance. Jorge Polanco. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. And that misses 1-1. 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Rosario rounds the corner and is headed home. Throw won't get him. Digging in, John Ryan Murphy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
Again, a 1-2. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away. Digging in once again, Danny Santana. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Dribbled to the right side, but it gets foul. The 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Swing and a looper to left. Here comes Gardner. He gets there, and that's the second out. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it third with 2 away now.
The batter,
ready for another shot now. Ryan Braun. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Shepard is there. And that ends the inning. Now batting, Brett Gardner. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Fielder, number 11.
First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1.
Here we are in the middle innings, Matt, and he's over 80% first pitch strikes on hitters. You wonder why he's dominating right now. That's a great ratio, getting ahead and getting them out.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's a fastball that just missed. Ball 1. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Santana has it in his tracks. He's got it 1 away. Here's Luis Valbuena now. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Luis Valbuena.
A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And there's ball 1.
Hey, you can't let that bother him right there. This might be a good time for the catcher to have a little conversation. Just tell him, next pitch, don't worry about that one.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, that ball's high as a strike in the zone can go, but umpires don't like to reward pitchers on that one. They want to make you get the ball down, so he called it a ball. Throw it down, you get the strike.
Santana waits on it, and that's the second out of the inning. Stepping in, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Gibson steps into his windup. Here it comes on 1-0. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Fly ball out toward right field. Oh, and he misses it. Stepping into the box, Jose Bautista. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Goes down to get the sinker, and it's chopped fouled at the plate. It's strike 1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Santana ranging back, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Striding into the box, Chris Carter. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. That's smoked, but right into the shift. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Here's Brian Dozier now. 0 for 2 with a
Leading
couple
off
of
for the
strikeouts for him so far.
Second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Gardner has him played perfectly as he puts it away for round number 1.
Now batting,
Here's Miguel Sano. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Now here's the pitch. Swinging a ball line hard towards short, but unfortunately right at the shortstop for the second out.
Right fielder.
Ready once again, Max Kepler. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Torreyes is there, and it's a 3-pitch inning as this side is retired. Here's big Aaron Judge. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
That's a great check swing. That's tough to hold up on that pitch. It looks like a fastball, and the slider just breaks away from it. He's held up, though. Strong hands.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. To short. Polanco scoops it up. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Now at the plate, Danny Espinosa. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Danny Espinosa.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Now batting,
Ronald Torreyes is the next to bat. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Liner towards second, but this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Eddie Rosario. Verhoeven takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Rosario. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the New York Yankees.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. Here's Byung-ho Park. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And he is safe at 3rd as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch. 1-0 pitch on the way. Skied into very shallow right. Judge is under it. Makes the catch, but the runner from 3rd breaks for home. And he is in there. And the runner scores from 3rd as they extend their lead. It's now 6-2. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Jorge Polanco. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored. That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. Ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be put away easily for the out. Striding in once again, John Ryan Murphy. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Inside with the first pitch splitter, and it's 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Shepard.
Leading off
He'll
for the
have the
Yankees.
opportunity to kick things
Center
off as we
fielder,
begin the home
number
sixth.
13.
Ground ball right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the sixth
The
inning.
left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Ready for
Now
another
batting,
chance? Luis
third
Valbuena. 0 for 2 on his
Luis
line thus far.
Valbuena.
Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. He pulls this one into right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he's safe. Ready for another shot now.
Now batting,
Gary Sanchez.
catcher,
It's been an
Gary
0 for 2 effort for him to this
Sanchez.
point. Here's a first pitch slider that the 1-0 delivery. And a fastball just a bit up. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Kepler is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Back here in the Bronx, Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play.
Leading off for the Twins, center fielder, Danny
Santana is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Can't connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Now a swing and a ground ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. A fastball that just misses inside.
I like what he was trying to do there with the two-seam fastball, but that's a tough pitch to command. When you throw it glove side like that, it's really tough to get it to come back to the corner.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Espinosa ranging into the outfield. 1 down. Here's Ryan Braun now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Oh, and Braun connects on 1 in the air to deep left field. And it's a foul ball. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Line to the right side, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Number 2, second baseman.
Digging in once again,
Brian
Brian Dozier. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Rounded down the third baseline. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is ready once again. Jose Bautista will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Jose Bautista.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Hits this one hard the other way. And that's through for a hit. Here's Chris Carter now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Designated hitter.
And that misses inside. 1-0.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
Rosario is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in to try it again. Aaron Judge
99. Aaron Judge
from the stretch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Well, he's thrown over 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters in the game right now. That's why he's pitching late in the game. He's getting ahead of guys, and then you can manipulate as you move forward.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Polanco is there for it. 2 gone. Into the box now, Danny Espinosa. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Danny Espinosa.
Reached for and popped into the air, back behind second. Oh, and he misses it. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Ronald Torre is the next to bat. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Kendrys Morales will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. Still struggling at the plate with an average well under 200. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. From the belt, the pitch. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Here's Miguel Sano. He'll start things out for us here in inning.
Miguel Sano.
Into the windup and the pitch. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. Stepping in, Eddie Rosario. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Ball 1.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have
number 39.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! Back-to-back homers. Here's Byung-Ho Park. He's got an RBI despite an 0 for 2 effort to this point. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. And this is fouled back and out of play. 1 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
And that misses for ball 4.
Batter, number 11,
first delivery to him on the way. Jorge Polanco is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Cue shot here out towards short. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Striding in, John Ryan Murphy. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. Tyler Clifford enters now in a mop-up role. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. 1-2. Here it comes. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Digging in the switch hitter, Danny Santana. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Park is on his way home. And a relay to the plate. Throw won't get him. Stepping up now, Ryan Braun. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. And he lays off there 1-0. He's set, now the pitch. Tapped down the line. Foul ball, however, strike one. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Now at the plate, Shepard. He'll see what he can do leading off the home eighth.
Center fielder, number 13.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Santana comes on now, and he has it one down. Now to the plate, Brett Gardner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In there for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. On the ground to the right side. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. Here's Luis Valbuena now. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at bat, but it resulted in a line out. Good changeup there to.
Your attention, please. Now
so with a left hand.
Twins, number 62. Buddy.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And this one's too far inside, ball two. Here's the 2-0. He's running towards second to first. Park fields it cleanly, and he'll take this over to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner moves into scoring position at second.
Up next for the Yankees.
Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Just a tick behind for a strike. And he hung a curveball that time that stayed high. Here it comes on 1-1. Grounded to short. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Here's Brian Dozier now. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Dozier.
Here's a first pitch changeup that swung on and chopped foul right at home plate. And this is fouled back and out of play. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game. So coming to the plate, Miguel Sano. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run. At the plate, Max Kepler has gone deep twice in the game, making him 2-for-4.
Kepler.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one.
Boy, they have just not pitched well at all in this game. I mean, anytime you give up double ditches, the pitching coach starts looking over his shoulders like, hey, ain't my fault.
Shepard comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
Left fielder number 20.
So striding forward now, Eddie Rosario. Great game for him so far. 4 hits, including a couple of home runs. Now the pitch. 2-0. 2-0 count. Here it comes. Line towards center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in. In now, Jose Bautista. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the ninth.
Jose
Hit hard on the ground to third. And a sliding effort there, but that ball had eyes, and the leadoff man's on base to start the inning. Digging in. Chris Carter. No hits in 3 tries so far. Fernandez will come on now and pinch run here. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Pitch is high. The throw. The 2-1 on its way. Didn't get on top of the sinker at all. If that's what it was trying to be, it stayed high.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in a driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Rosario is going to have room, however, as he makes the catch in deep left center field for the first out. Here's big Aaron Judge. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Skied into straightaway right. Kepler's there for it. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. So last chance here, and stepping in, Danny Espinoza. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. And he swings and misses. A good pitch there, and the Yankees are down to their final strike now. Hot shot to third. On to first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight. Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't get the toughest one of them all, a triple, but it was still an outstanding showing with the bat.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Twins: 10 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Yankees, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 29 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 53,000.
It's time for baseball on MLB Network from our nation's capital. Welcome inside Nationals Park. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Minnesota Twins and the Washington Nationals. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Eaton is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Here's Ryan Braun now. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. Ball one. Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight. 58 degrees here at first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Eaton is there. Two gone. Here's Brian Dozier now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, this veteran pitcher lets you know right away what his game plan is. Fastball inside. He's trying to take away that inside part of the plate to open up the outside. Showing us early, he's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing two fastballs now in a row.
Ready on 1-2. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Bases are empty here with two men out. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball three. Miguel Sano would be next. Grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The next 3-2. And another foul ball.
That was the fourth foul ball in this at bat. He is really making him work.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a two-out walk.
Batting fourth.
First delivery to him on the way. Miguel Sano is in with two away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A two-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch. This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Trey Turner.
Hit on the ground to short. To his right, Polanco. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Batting second.
Digging in, Perez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. They come in looking to make it two in a row as they were winners last time out.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix their pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
Fielder, Jason Worth.
Jason Worth is in with two away now as he looks at a called strike one.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Two out, nobody on. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Hey, one of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get it.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. And he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. Swing and a little tapper, but it's foul, strike one. Here's Scherzer now 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Again, a 1-2. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. At least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Swing and a little blooper to center. Eaton coasts under it. Makes the play, 1 away. At the plate, Eddie Rosario. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year.
Rosario.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Coming in on it is Eaton, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Standing in, Young-Ho Park. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
That's a great spot down the zone there. Hard to do anything with the pitch down there.
1 ball.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a. Here's Bryce Harper now. First shot for him here, and he brings in a batting average of up near the 330 mark on the season. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Hit back up the middle. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, hitting at an even 220 on the year.
Zimmerman.
Hit high and deep out to left field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Matt Carpenter. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The set and the 1-1 pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Batting 7th.
First offering on its way. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd foul. A 1 pitch on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Park has room in foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is. Digging in the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Jorge Polanco.
Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Eaton is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So striding in, John Ryan Murphy. He enters this one sitting right on the Mendoza line at an even 200. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Now the pitch. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
I like that check swing. He started to offer at the off-speed pitch, but he recognized it and was able to hold up.
Ball 3. Line drive to left. And that's the first hit in this one for Minnesota. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Danny Santana. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Comes set with the 0-1. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Worth is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Digging in to try it again, Ryan Braun. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Eaton is after it. And that's the 3rd out. Now in the box, Matt Wieters. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Matt Wieters.
Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. In now, Adam Eaton. Coming into this one, he's carrying a rather substantial batting average up in the 330s. Swing and a liner, but this is going to get foul. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Rosario moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Trey Turner. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So some 2-out success, and the bottom of the 3rd frame will continue. Digging in for his second at-bat, Perez. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Circle change is cut on and missed. 0-1.
No doubt this is a steal situation right here. 2 outs and the leadoff hitter on first. This is the time you roll the dice and hope he gets in the scoring position where he can get a hit to bring him home.
Again, he sends it out of play. 2 out with the man at first. Skied into very shallow right. Kepler's there for it. And that's the 3rd out. Coming to the plate now, Brian Dozier. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Brian.
Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
3rd baseman.
Here's Miguel Sano. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
0-2.
Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Right fielder, Max Kepler.
Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike.
That's exactly what you don't want to do first pitch. If you're going to swing first pitch, you want to drive it. You can't take an ugly, bad swing on the first pitch when you know what you're looking for. You got to be more patient because you're going to get more pitches.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed.
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out to straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run. Ready for another chance? Eddie Rosario comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Rosario.
And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. Wieters has it. And the throw to first ends the inning. At the plate, Jason Worth. He'll lead things off
Leading
here
off
in this
for the Nationals here in
one-run
the fourth.
contest.
Left fielder, number 28.
Yanked on the ground down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. So digging in now, Bryce Harper. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Rosario has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting. First
He's
baseman.
set and the pitch.
Ryan
Fly ball
Zimmerman.
out to straightaway right. Kepler has it in his tracks. 2 down. Now batting,
The batter,
Matt
number
Carpenter.
13,
He'll look to
second
bounce back
baseman,
after striking
Matt
out his last time up.
Carpenter.
In there, and it's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Has a look, now the pitch. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Stepping in, Byung-Ho Park. He's in to get
Leading
things
off for
going here in
Minnesota,
inning number
First
5.
baseman, Byung-Ho Park.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
So he ran the
Jorge
fastball by him for the
Polanco.
punch out. Byung-Ho Park goes down for the first out in the 5th inning. 0-1, here it comes. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Into the box now, John Ryan Murphy. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Taken in by Carpenter. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. In now is Anthony Rendon. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Baseman, Anthony
Lifted in the air to
Rendon.
shallow center field. Santana on the move. 1 away. Here's the catcher, Matt
number
Wieters now.
32,
He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Wieters.
This is foul right side. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Matt, I like the last 2 pitches. A changeup and then a fastball, and he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. In comes Kepler. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
The center fielder,
In now is Adam
number 2,
Eaton. Comes into this
Adam
at bat 0 for 1 in the
Eaton.
ball game. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Ready once again, Danny Santana.
Leading off for
He'll start
Minnesota,
things out now in the
center
top half
fielder,
of the 6th.
Danny Santana.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Well, that's a true indicator he's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin the wind right there, knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Here's Ryan Braun now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Designated hitter, Ryan Braun.
I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Now a swing and a fly ball. Harper on the run. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The batter, number 2.
Here's Brian Dozier now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now another 1-2. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. And that ends the inning. A speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
The shortstop, Trey Turner.
This one's down to third. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. So after the leadoff base hit, they'll have his wheels to contend with here.
Number 38.
Digging in once again, Perez. Leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Santana sprinting after it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Here's Jason Worth. A hit in 2 tries so far. Runners on the move for second. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Turner rounds the corner and is headed home. And the tying run is in to score all the way from first. It's 1-1. Here's Bryce Harper now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Ready for another chance? Ryan Zimmerman. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. And Dozier will put this one away to retire the side. At the plate, Miguel Sano. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Little dribbler down the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Now batting, right fielder, Max Kepler.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. One and one.
That's a good changeup. Got him to swing early in it. Now you got him set up. You can go back with the hard fastball or double it up with another changeup.
Now a ball hit hard toward first, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Number 20.
Digging in to try it again.
Rosario.
Eddie Rosario. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper has a read on it. And the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Striding in once again, Matt Carpenter. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Matt Carpenter.
On the ground up the middle. Polanco ranging up the middle. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. Ready for another shot now. Anthony Rendon. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Little chopper back his way. Throw too late to get him at first. Not a thing of beauty, but it's an infield single nonetheless.
Number 32.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. And a fastball just a bit high. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Adam Eaton is in for the third time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground to third. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball. Digging in, Byung-ho Park. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's Scherzer now 1-1. And there's ball 2 now.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
And he misses again, ball 3. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
The batter, number 11.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Jorge Polanco. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready with the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Here comes the first pitch. John Ryan Murphy comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate.
There's one. Stepping in, Danny Santana. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. He's set. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. A speedy Trey Turner.
The shortstop, Trey Turner.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Back goes Rosario. And as Nationals fans have heard before, see you later.
Number 38.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
Here's Jason Worth. One run in and one gone so far this inning. On the ground to the left side. On to first, and Worth is set down. There are two away. So two down now in the Washington eighth. And that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
Well, that's another first pitch strike right there. Now he's over 70% so far in this game. First pitch strike to hitters. That's why he's deep in the game right now. Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, follow up with the fastball. He's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Santana waits on it, and that's the third out. At the plate, Ryan Braun. He'll try and lead things. Trevor Gott. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Here's Brian Dozier now. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Popped high in the air. Zimmerman is there for it. Two gone. Here's Miguel Sano. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. A breaking ball taken on the inner corner. Max Scherzer in line for the victory, barring a late collapse here. And that's cut on and missed, so now the Twins are down to their final strike here. And this is going to be a foul ball. 41,888 fans up out of their chairs now in Washington. Minnesota, good night. And guys, the Nationals were given an excellent start here by the gentleman you see in action there. Max Scherzer. Can't ask for much more. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really stood out to me in this one, guys. Absolutely electric stuff on the mound, and he racked up 10 strikeouts because of it. Solid performance as he leads his guys to victory.